My heart. Hello. To the Secretary General of the United Nations, Secretary General of the ASEAN, the President of Indonesia, all Indonesia's ministers, and all distinguished guests. Good evening. It is such an honor and wonderful experience to have a chance to speak out my mind and my thoughts about an issue that have cut us off for God knows how long. If you asked me 2 or 3 years ago, would I ever dare to dream to speak in such an important and big conference like this? I think I'm gonna say, I don't know. I think I don't dare dream such a big dream like this. But yeah, fortunately, here I am. Yes, here I am speaking about gender equality and women's rights as Indonesian. I was born and raised in Indonesia, so that's making me an Indonesian. I grew up as an oldest of my 2 sisters, and I am so lucky to be able to have such an encouraging environment where my parents are more open than most parents out there. I'm so lucky that when I was a kid, I loved to play with toy cars as much as I loved Barbies. I loved to play kites as much as I loved dancing and singing. I love to playing with boys as much as I love playing with girls, and I'm proud of those all. And still, I'm proud of it. But growing up, I found a hard truth that billions men, women, boys, and girls all around the world didn't have the same chance as me. They have to face such a harsh world where they couldn't even express themselves or have the same right equally. Growing up, I found out that women couldn't express themselves because wearing such cute clothes that not clothing enough consider a whole. Women couldn't build their career because being a leader is not for women. Women didn't paid as much as how men paid because women belong in the kitchen and as a caregiver. Hearing this enraged me. Women, men are all human. We are all human. So I don't see there's any chance for us to be underestimated or to be treated unequally just because our gender. Equally disturbing, men, men, they can't express themselves because wearing such a bright colors for their outfits, or wearing makeup, or wearing skincare, or going to psychiatrist or psychologist are considered that they are less of a man. Again, this enraged me. Because of all of this problem, I decided to be a feminist, to fight for women's rights and to fight for gender equality. But unfortunately, there are still comments from people that saying that feminism, what I fight for, is just encouraging women and underestimating men. Feminism exists because women didn't have the same rights as men, whereas we are all human, whereas we created another human being. We are able to be pregnant 9 months, delivering a baby, make another life. And because of that, we get unpaid leave for 12 weeks in other country. I'm not gonna say what country it is. I know you all know already about it. It hurts me, so that's why feminists exist. And not just because of that, feminism also fight for men. Because we know some men out there couldn't express themselves. So we fight for it. We mainly fight for women because women didn't have the same rights as men. But we also fight for men so that they could treat humanly, to be able to get treated with psychiatrists and psychologists without being stigmatized. That's what feminists are. Lately I heard that United Nations created a campaign named He for She, and I'm so happy about it. I'm so happy that the world is starting to aware about this issue. The world is starting to willing to change this harsh planet into a more peaceful and safe world for any gender. Last thing to say, I want to say thank you very much for the Secretary General of United Nations for creating this movement, and I invite you all, people here and all around the world who watch this, I invite you all to willing to change this harsh world with me so that we could create more safe and peaceful world for our children, for our family, for our parents to live. As well as much saying, deep in my heart, I thank you all for giving me the chance to speak here. Thank you again and have a wonderful night.